Hello everyone. Decided I'd come take a little walk out here at the park and figured I'd talk a little bit about domestic violence, which I know that's a topic that nobody ever really wants to discuss. And everybody assumes that it's not going to happen to them, but in one way or another we are all affected by it. We've either got ourselves in a situation, or we have a sister or a brother or aunt or uncle or mom or dad, or we was raised in it. Like, it's everywhere, and there's no getting away from it. No matter who you are or where you are, you know somebody. And that's the whole point of me making this video, because it hit home with me a few years back, and I was a victim of it, but at the same time, I was also surviving it, and I knew how to fight, and I knew how to get out of it, and I knew that I had options. And there is a lot of people out there that don't know. They just, well, you never know what you're going to come across when you're at the park. They just don't know how. They don't know where to go. They don't know who to talk to, who to trust. The abuser tells them that they'll kill themselves or whatever if they leave them. Or they threaten, take the kids, take the pets, take the cars, take the house, take the money. They threaten to ruin them, sending out private pictures or just anything that will complicate the life of the victim, so that the manipulative abuser can keep the upper hand, and they know that they can keep abusing. It's what makes them happy. Well, I'm here to tell you that there's always a way out. And for starters, I have a Facebook page. It's called Together We Survive, and I will put the link to it in the comments once I get home and can do all that. But it's basically a group that we have very few members in it. Everybody that is in it come from a true crime talk chat room that I moderate. And we had a discussion about domestic violence, and we decided to create the group. And that is called It's a Criming Shame with Sunny Justice. Very good group. You should check it out. It's about the Delphi murders. But anyway, so we created that group, and then I started noticing some stuff going on with my daughter, which, I've noticed it for a while, and I've told her she needed to get out, but kids these days, they're stubborn. But as expected, still love her. And I kept trying to gather information, and the guy that she's with, he's been in prison twice already, and not just for speeding tickets and crap. It's major. He was asking me if I could get on the dark web to get him the anarchist cookbook, and he had plans. He was gonna do it in the name of Jesus while reading my satanic Bible. And then he decided that he was just going to be possessed by a demon. And honestly, that's probably just his way of getting a lighter sentence, in a psych ward or something. But I contacted another Facebook group and YouTube video that I'm, subscribing to. And it's pre-slogan with Discover Satanism. Also, I will link that in another comment underneath this at some point in time. But he's awesome. He talked me through it. Together we decided, that's not how Satanism works. That's not even how Christianity works, for that matter. And basically, you know, when the time comes, he's gonna write me a letter and stuff telling me, or so I can turn it over to the lawyers or whatever, try to not get him off on this psych defense. But then I contacted another guy. His name is CD. Awesome guy, by the way. If you're ever in trouble, reach out to him. He will help. He has a YouTube channel called Analysis of a Crime with CD. I will link that as well. He told me to go to the Highway Patrol because my town and her town, they run the same. So I did that. Every other law enforcement agency that I try to contact, sheriff offices in different towns between here and there, my town, her town, city police. I even contacted the Indian police to see if they could help me get somewhere, even though it was not native issue. I just wanted their advice. And nothing worked. Nothing worked. Well, after I had spoke to CD about it and everything, and he led me in the right direction, he ended up being arrested. They got him on arson, drugs, firearms times 4, and I don't mean some BB gun. I'm talking high-end weapons. And so they held him for 10 days. They did not file any charges against him. So he got out. When he got out, he went back, wanted to see the kids. Well, my daughter let him. She's working nights, so he was going to stay there and watch them during the day while she slept. And then he was going to pack up his shit and leave. Well, that night, he went back and drilled a hole in her gas tank of her car, turned off her phone the next morning. He took the SIM card out of the phone that I had bought for her, still in my name and everything, so I could report it stolen, and took that out, left her with no way of communication, no vehicle, and then he went to the phone place and turned off her phone. Well, of course, she's got family and siblings, and you know, together we've got her all pretty much back up on her feet. But then he takes off, and she notices he has changed the tag off of her car and put his truck one on there. And so now he's driving around with his truck and her tag. So hopefully they get him. And you know, when they do, I don't know. There has to be a way to file some charges against the officers that didn't file the charges and let him go. That's complete incompetence right there, because that put my daughter back into danger, my grandkids back into danger, and there has to be something that somebody can do. So I will be once again reaching out to CD and see if he has any ideas about it. But I don't know, it's just weird how, you know, we as people without a badge see all this crime happening. We try to report it. We go from one agency to the next, to the next, to the next. Nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to want to help. I mean, they act like they care. They act like they'll do something. But you know, damn good and well, they ain't going to. They ain't going to take the time. I mean, they had him for 10 days and couldn't file a paper. That's incompetence. And then he gets out and he does all this stuff. And this guy, I'm talking, it's going to end up being more like a Chris Watts situation if he doesn't get put behind bars. And not only that, with that cookbook and stuff that he's been looking for on the dark web, as well as military grade protective equipment that he's been searching for. It's going to be another Timothy McVeigh, or even well, I would say Ted Kaczynski, but I mean, I respect Ted Kaczynski personally. I mean, I don't approve of the crimes that he committed to be heard, but what he had to say was legit. Same way with Charlie Manson. But, you know, especially the ones that watch the true crimes, you know, we can look around and see exactly how things are playing out and how things are coming together for the worst. And we see the warning signs, and we try to help those in the situation, but sometimes the ones in the situation don't want to hear it, and that's normal. If you're in a situation and you're thinking, oh, he's going to change, or she's going to change, or they're going to change, then, you know, think about it. When have they said that they would change? What'd they do? Buy you flowers or candy the next day? Take you to the movies? Want to cuddle on the couch and drink hot cocoa? Making up for it? Bringing in gifts? Playing with the kids a little bit extra? Something to make you think, oh yeah, they changed. Get you in that mindset. And then bam, it happens again. Don't take that chance. If you're in a situation, find a way to get out. There's always somebody there that can help you. And if you're one of those that you don't trust your family, or, you know, I get it. It's very hard to trust people, especially the people that you know. A lot of times, like, for me, it's easier to trust somebody that you don't know. Like CD and Priest Logan and Sonny Justice. You know, it's easy to confide in them and get the right answers. But going next door and talking to my neighbor, you know, no way. No way. So that's part of the reason why I created that Facebook page a while back. You can go on there, you can comment you don't even have to say your situation. Just make a post, comment your state. Doesn't even have to be your town, just comment your state. And I will get every resource phone number available, and I will post it. I will find crisis centers, I will find hospitals, I'll find police departments, I'll find any type of community services that's in your state that you can reach out to for help. And no questions asked. You don't have to explain what situation you're in or who all's involved. And it doesn't matter if you're straight, if you're gay, if you're lesbian, if whatever. It does not matter. We are here to help and try to make a difference, and hopefully we can achieve that through this group, because it's a safe group. It really is. It's not one that you want to just go and put your address or phone number on, unless you need somebody to call 911, then, you know. But if you're in a situation, go to that group, request to join. If you ever need any assistance, just simply write your town or your state and come back, 3-4 hours later. You will most likely have a lot of resources to turn to. You can also write your survivor stories on there, or you can just post and say that you're an ally and you've helped so and so through whatever situation, be it your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your friend, sister, brother. There's no judging, nothing in that group. But I'll be updating on this topic a little more later on. Hopefully they catch my son-in-law and get him back behind bars and actually do it right this time. So I'm going to be spending the day working on that and seeing what I can do. So take care. We'll talk again soon.